Okay, sweeties, I know this is where we throw ourselves on our swords and declare ourselves utterly helpless. Stuff that. If there's one thing we know, it's that we are a whole lot more powerful than any crappy old virus. This is where we sit up and find our strength. Fear kills, and we're not interested in any of that. So whatever your belief system, this is the moment to try it out. I want prayer groups, energy healing, meditation, channeling, whatever we've got. Let's throw it at the virus. We were powerful enough to create this drama. We're powerful enough to fix it. So go ahead, wash your hands, lay off the bog roll, and get moving. We really are in this together. It's March 22nd, 2020. Thanks for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Don't forget to subscribe, it's free, and press the bell thing. You'll be sent reminders. That's enough of that. Let's get to the stars. Aries, my little pumpernickel, is all the negativity getting to you? Well, it would. You see, some people just love to wallow in drama. But you, at the first sight of trouble, your instinct is to take action. You want to build a spare planet for us to move to, or stage a mini revolution, something small. But sometimes there really is nothing to be done. In fact, in this case, there's just an incredibly long list of things not to do. Too tedious. Your job, of course, is to stay upbeat and keep dragging people out of their misery. I know, shame. The difficult part is making sure you don't get dragged down with them, which means you need time for yourself to play some music or slurp down a vat of wine. Careful though. If you're going to play hero, and frankly you can't resist, you'll have a whole pile of brand new fans beating down your door. Tell them to take a number, or just smile and wave. Oh, and money's a nightmare for now. Just hang on to what you've got. That's it for Aries. Taurus, my little strawberry waffle. For the first time in ages, you're not trying to figure out where to move to, because as we've all discovered, there's currently nowhere to go. So, for the first time in yonks, we're literally in this together. And isn't that fabulous? Finally, we can see ourselves as one planet with one people, helping each other find new ways to survive. This is actually a great time for the world. Of course, it'll be a much better time when it's over, but for now, we can learn a thing or two. But back to you, and hopefully you're not still at the shops buying up every can of baked beans. Tuesday's new moon will probably be the crisis point, after which life will very slowly start to get back to normal. Money's hopeless now. Just stay where you are, unless you have enough money to buy up all the bankrupt businesses. That'll be a great way to make more. Otherwise, concentrate on the people you love. They need you. That's it for Taurus. Gemini, my little gem squash, aren't you clever? Despite all the drama around you, that brilliant mind is bursting with fabulous ideas. So this is when you're at your most creative, when the sky's falling and your back's against the wall. Actually, it's not so much against the wall as looking for a new place to play. Those brilliant financial instincts that you always prefer to ignore need to come out and look around. There are ways to make the most of all this madness. And it doesn't have to include ripping everyone off either, This is one of those amazing times when you can discover new niches and unearth amazing talents you didn't realize you had. And you can have some fun too. Keep in touch with your buddies, learn new things, and be extra nice to the lovers. They have no idea what you're going through. Although, of course, you could always explain. That's it for Gemini. Cancer, my little koala bear. Calm down a moment, because amazingly, even though the world's gone completely nuts, you somehow suddenly have a much clearer idea of where you're going. In fact, you almost have a plan. And as you know, nothing lasts forever, not even the end of the world, which is, what we got. So, take another look at your finances, which are certainly complicated, but the potentials are fantastic. Still, it's vital you keep a cool head and don't take any of this personally. Sure, there'll be delays, and you'll feel as though someone is deliberately blocking your path. Just keep going. Also, if you think you found a workable investment, do some more research and don't sign a thing until you're absolutely certain of what you're in for. In fact, wait for Tuesday's new moon before you commit to anything. That's it for Cancer. Leo, my little chocolate donut. You are probably wondering what the heck is going on and why you're being dragged into everyone else's lunacy. No point fretting about that. The fact is we're all involved and the whole world's gone mad. There's no hiding from this one. But you're probably the one coming up with all the fabulous jokes and laughing at our mass insanity. But that aside, you still have a life to live, and you're definitely not dead yet. So, how about saving this week for you, fabulous you? Make the most of it. Get a new hairdo or treat yourself to some loo paper. Always exciting. Somehow, you've managed to completely forget who you are. It's time to rediscover yourself. And don't worry about work. It prefers you sane. Tuesday's new moon will offer a few alternatives. That's it for Leo. Virgo, my little raspberry, you've been backtracking, haven't you? Convincing yourself that if you go over the same steps 15 times, you won't make a mistake. Well, ha ha. Current dramas are out of everybody's control, even yours. The cosmic plan here is to wipe out anything that no longer serves us so we can kind of start again. And you understand that better than anyone. So, with Tuesday's really feisty new moon rushing in just after the equinox, we've got a brand new cycle coming in with a new season. Meanwhile, of course, you feel as though you're wading through sludge. But once you're into April, you'll begin to make sense of it all. Until then, use that really soggy feeling to think about your real emotions. Your emotions, not theirs. You know, sometimes a good weep for no apparent reason is all the healing you need. That's it for Virgo. Libra, my little butterfly. Are you completely bewildered? Have people been making promises and then breaking them without so much as an apology? That's okay. It's the only way you can force yourself to change without wallowing in guilt. Someone has to let you down first. It's really odd. And yes, you are a bit weird, but everybody already knew that. The point is, you're getting ready to manifest a completely new future and you're shitting yourself. But that's okay. Courage is about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. You must have heard that. So you'll grab yourself by the throat and do what has to be done. The career is changing and you'll slowly have to change with it. Quite exciting, actually. Love, mildly tedious. Leave it where it is. You have enough to deal with. That's it for Libra. Scorpio, my little puffadder, are you on a roll? Are you living on a completely different planet to everyone else? Are you wondering why you feel positively energized by all the world's lunacies? Who cares why? Go ahead and do your superhero thing. Tell everyone what to do, take charge, fix broken lives. Of course, everyone will resist, completely convinced that you've lost your mind. But don't mind them. You just do what you need to do. It's at times like this that you can show us what you're really capable of. And you know very well sitting around complaining will leave you exactly where you started. So you're the one rising above the madness and leading the way. Good for you. Try and be as kind as you can, or not. As long as you're doing what needs to be done. That's it for Scorpio. Sagittarius, my little hedgehog. This is almost the moment to declare intentions, make grand plans, commit to deals, tell people how important they are. You're especially good at that last bit. After Tuesday's new moon, there'll be no more dillying about with vague promises. It's in or out time. And if you're in, some serious efforts need to be made. This is your moment to be completely selfish for a change. The thing is, you can't help anyone else if you're a basket case yourself. So for now, you need to focus all your energy on getting your own act together, which is actually much more fun than it looks. Besides, once you start, you'll meet exactly the kind of people you need along the way. For now, hang in and wait for your big moment. That's it for Sagittarius. Capricorn, my little peanut, are you preparing for the next ice age? Lining your shelves with food that lasts longer than you do? That's excellent. Or you could calm down. This is just a moment in time, and soon there'll be a different moment. Obviously, what you're trying to do is handle everything in advance because you're convinced that no one else will. And then you'll have to take care of all the idiots who've run out of food. No one's questioning your motives. But you may be stressing yourself out for no reason. By March 24th, the new moon will bring a whole turning point, or at least the crisis, to change. And by the end of May, we'll all be talking about how the world needs to get back on track before everyone goes bankrupt. Now there's the real issue. Look after your money. You're going to need it. That's it for Capricorn. Aquarius, my little badger. Isn't this fabulous? You have finally found an excuse to stay away from people and hide in the shadows. Yay! Now you can sit at your computer and communicate the way we were always supposed to, quietly, privately, without ever raising our voices. It's all cool, but don't get too used to this. The world will be back in action before you've dragged out all your comfy old sweaters. Besides, things are happening at work and you will soon be needed. Of course, you'll be most comfortable with the economic weirdness that's on its way, but even you will look for ways to get back your old life eventually. Meanwhile, how about finding a new lover online or a bunch of new friends as peculiar as you are? There couldn't be a better time. That's it for Aquarius. Pisces, my little goldfish, are you inhaling everyone's panic and forgetting to breathe? This isn't helping anyone. Look, it's fabulous to sympathize, but when you start taking on everyone's pain, you just make yourself sick. And the whole point of this mad new drama is to stay healthy no matter what. So for once, take care of yourself first, and if you're one of the many Pisces addicts, actually every Pisces is addicted to something, even if it's just suffering, but if you're one of them, take extra vitamins and do some exercise. You can't take care of anyone if you're half dead. By Tuesday, we'll have a delicious new moon, bringing a whole revolutionary energy and a light at the end of that very, very long tunnel. Just keep yourself sane until you have a better plan. That's it for Pisces. Thank you, you fabulous creatures, for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Remember to wash your hands every 5 seconds and then laugh out loud. Stress is a much bigger killer than any boring old virus. So keep smiling even if you don't feel like it, you soon will. Now, if you'd like to subscribe, just press the button thing. It's free, and you have a great week. Remind yourself every 5 seconds just how amazing you are, and give yourself permission to succeed. It's important. Bye now.